And then I
know,
got the
right?
go live button.
Oh, go live, Lisa. Yeah. This is funny.
Okay.
A team effort. Okay.
It's
Well,
all
we're
you.
live. We're good now.
Hi,
Hey,
guys.
guys. Hey, YouTube.
Hey,
Sorry for the
guys.
delay. Oh, wait, we got to make sure you mute yourself. Mute the YouTube stream. One of you two.
Sorry, guys. So listen, guys, we have remember all those intros that we were working on from last time? And it was a big fat mess. Well, we've been fooling in the background trying to make everything work. And it's probably one of the reasons why we took so long to get to you guys. But we do have a little fun intro, and it has our little Design Club commercial. So just bear with us for that. And then we won't talk to you about that anymore. And I want to share that with you guys now. You guys want to try that?
Yes. Let's see it.
When starting a design project, are you afraid of making expensive mistakes and worried that there are no answers to be found when you need help? Well, worry no more. Help is on the way. Welcome to the Design Club. With over 30 years of design knowledge, award-winning interior designer and YouTube personality Lisa Holt gives you the tools to boost your design confidence and let your creativity flow. You have personal access to one of the industry's top interior designers. With almost 2,500 things to see and do, there's no shortage of information to help you crush your home goals and get your projects done right the first time. Join our community of like-minded individuals where you can find specific answers to your questions about your home and your project. Looking for feedback or advice? Take advantage of our Clubhouse chat room where members just like you help each other and provide community support. You're never alone in the Design Club. The Design Club is the new way to get your project done the right way. Don't waste another minute or another dollar. Join the Design Club today and start designing with confidence and the knowledge to get your project done right the first time.
Okay, we're back.
Very nice. It worked. Yay. That was great.
We did it. Yay.
It happened. I'm so excited.
Oh my God. We did it, Lisa. It happened. It was
Yay.
long.
Oh, thank you, Tamara. That's very sweet. And Susie says she loves the intro. So yay. Very good. Good. Yay.
Awesome.
Yay. Good. We are cooking with gas today.
Yes,
right.
we are.
Oh my gosh.
Except it took a while for the gas to get going. Okay, but we are.
Yeah, right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That was actually supposed to roll at 10. So
Yeah.
it's okay. We're getting it together bit by
Yes.
bit. It is a live show.
That's true. And it's a good one too today. I'm really excited about this show. Guys, just so you know, the theme of the show today is all about color. And we have a super fun lineup planned for you. And as always, we are going to try and stump Lisa, where we put her design knowledge to the test. And guys, this time I'm going to get her for sure. I have yet to actually stump Lisa. So I on purpose made this one super challenging. So I can win one. Okay, so stay tuned for that. We also have design news where I'm going to reveal the colors of the year for 2023, and we'll find out which ones are Lisa approved and which ones aren't.
And there are some that are not.
Oh, big time, guys. And it may surprise you. Lisa's also going to do a review of the Kips Bay Design House in Dallas, Texas, which will be really cool. We're also going to play What Would Lisa Do, where Lisa takes a look at an expertly designed space and tells us how she would tweak it to make it even better. And of course, Lisa will be answering your questions live. So if you have any burning design questions for her, be sure to post it in the Q&A section of Zoom.
Yes.
Or in chat,
absolutely.
that can work too. So
can you tell that today is all about color?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although
it's all the colors, but you've got the pink.
There was somebody that asked last week about whether or not I actually had a pink hard hat. That is my pink hard hat right there.
It exists. The crown.
It exists.
Yep.
That's it.
Love that.
When I put that on, people go running.
Yeah.
all different directions.
Well, I am super excited. I am like ready to rock and roll with this stump, Lisa.
Okay, yeah,
Dana,
let's see. Let's see.
Dana, roll that intro. I love that intro. Nice. Very cute. I love the music.
Okay.
I know it's really kind of like 60s.
I love the sort of groovy tune part of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Well, are you ready, Lisa? So guys, typically what I do is I show Lisa a space and she guesses the design style and does a design style breakdown. This is going to be a little different.
Okay.
I'm going to actually show Lisa, so I've got two here, but we'll start with one. A piece of iconic furniture, and I want her to tell me the design style of it and what year. And she can be within a couple of years, give or take 2, let's say. But here it is.
Okay. Oh, is Jonathan still on?
I think did he leave? Oh, bummer.
Oh, if
Does he
left,
love this?
bummer. Because this, I bet he would know in a second.
Yeah.
I am going to say that I do not know the designer, but I know the group. These are from, I'm gonna say mid 80s, I don't know, something like that. And they are a design piece from the Memphis group. And for those of you guys out there that aren't familiar with the Memphis group, it was a group of Italian architects and decor professionals that just decided to do everything kind of upended and a little poppy happy. And it was a movement that came right out of deconstructionist. And so these chairs, the things that happen in Memphis are very sort of deconstructionist plus color. So am I right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, go ahead, Dana.
I was just going to say, to me, they look like chairs that belong in a kindergarten school.
Don't they?
Class.
They really do.
They look very young and
they are very rare, to the point where they're selling for $8,000.
Yeah.
They're not kindergarten chairs, but I totally get it. Absolutely.
For the pair?
Yeah, for the pair. So
that's a deal.
Nice.
Because the Memphis group made very few pieces.
Yeah.
They really didn't make a lot of pieces.
So,
and
Lisa,
very few upholstery pieces. So if these are in any kind of good shape, oh my God, somebody should step them
Can I
up.
ask a question?
Yeah.
Lisa, what's going on in the back there? Is that a roller? What am I seeing there in the back?
Back of what?
The chair.
Of the chair.
They're casters.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like,
Yes.
Yeah.
They're casters, so you can tip them and roll them.
Oh.
Yes.
Instead of picking them up, I don't know why, but you were right, Lisa. It is from the Memphis group, and it is the designer's Tito Agnoli, who is an Italian designer, and these are from 1987. So very
God.
Good. So you kind of nailed it. But I've got another one, and again, remember, guys, this is our color theme. So let me show.
Yes, it's a color day.
So this is super hard though. Okay. So again, can you tell me what this is? What the designer, who the designer is, or was, and what year?
I can answer that.
Really?
Can you, Dana?
Yeah. So what this is a Halloween costume, and there's 2 little people inside that, and they're walking around as a piece of furniture.
How did you know? How did you know this is a trick question? Close. So what do you think, Lisa?
I gotta tell you, I actually think you've hit on it.
Oh, wait, Lisa, let's ask the group. What is everybody?
Yes.
Yes, guys.
I can't. So it's one of 2 things to me. It feels like it's a cartel piece, but I realize that doesn't tell us much about its origin story. It's either like 20s or late 20s, early 30s, Bauhaus kind of the beginnings of that, or it's 60s. And I don't know which one it is. And I have no idea who did it. Isn't that crazy?
So what I'll say is on chat,
Oh.
Gay is coming in with SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, I love it.
Okay. And then we have oh, hi, Bob's Donuts. We love you. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm seeing a bunch of people we know. So anyway.
Yeah, I love Bob's Donuts. Tamara's here. Rhonda G. Renee. Oh my gosh, we've got lots of Soma. Gupta.
Hey guys, and
we've got lots of people here.
And also, I mean, if you like the video, make sure to like it and everything. All that matters to the algorithm, so we can get more people. Oh, hi, Winter Rose, you're back. She's in every Sunday now, I think. So that's a phenomenal. Hi guys. Okay, so yeah, Halloween costume. This is my guess.
Okay, good guess.
Oh no! It does it pivot and close into like a square, and that's why all the rolly things are there.
That would actually, it doesn't, but that would be really cool.
Yeah, no, I bet. Isn't this a hinge in the center?
Yes.
It feels like it would have a hinge quality to it. Oh, wait. I do know it does. Because on the side, on the left side, oh God, let me annotate.
A clasp.
And let me annotate. Hang on.
You're right.
Okay, this I think is a hinge to here.
Okay.
And I see ridges in here.
Yes.
It tells me that's a hinge. So I bet this moves closed. God, is this another Memphis?
Lisa, what you do is you pull up on the knob thing. That's why it's a knobby thing.
This
unclicks it, and then the whole thing rolls together and fastens and becomes just a square cabinet.
You're right, it does. That's actually really cool. I didn't even notice that. Well, guys, so what this is, well, I'll start with the designer.
That's why the legs are so odd.
Yes, right. That makes sense. What an interesting piece. What is it, Maggie? You have stumped me officially.
Yes, finally. Okay, good. Okay, so it's by Finn Ewell, who was a Danish designer and architect, popular in the 40s. But this particular piece is from 1961, and it was a glove cabinet he designed for his wife, because back in the 60s, one needed an entire storage unit dedicated to gloves. And this is a very rare piece, and it's currently selling for $35,000.
Oh my gosh, I believe it.
Yep.
It's absolutely, now that I know what it is, it's this lovely little cabinet for gloves. I hope they get every penny of that, because that is such a, oh God, such a special little element, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely like museum quality there. It's pretty rare. So yeah, yay. Okay, good day then, guys. I finally sent Lisa after months. So this is like a huge victory. So I'm happy.
I would say
you should be.
Contribute in a meaningful way.
Yes, exactly.
You know what? I have to say that I lost track of, because there were so many people developing product by the late 50s, early 60s, that it's kind of easy to lose track of them. Because by then all the major school directions had kind of found their place, right? Yeah. So, guys, I've been told on YouTube, but I want you to tell me now, do you guys like the history stuff? Because if you do, I'll do another YouTube video on it.
He said they do like the history stuff.
They love it. Oh yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, me too. Yes, they do. Oh yes. Love the
history.
I also want to tell you guys all that we just did one of our first brand new speaking new videos. Last week we recorded it, and Lisa is amazing in it. It's all about paint.
Yay.
You are amazing in it. It's going to be a really good video, and I'm going to edit it. So
yeah, really good. It's going to be epic.
And we're going to release it on Saturday. So it's Saturday at 8 a.m. Do we release it at? Is that what we do?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's
We
going to
used
be
to be,
8.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so we're going to start producing those older style videos that we used to do. And we just have only so many hours in the day, so we're squeezing it in. But we're going to have a few more rolling out, and at least it's super fun in that, and you're gonna learn a lot. So it's great. So
Awesome. I'm excited for that too.
I am too, actually. Oh, we have a new person on live this morning on this channel. Hi,
Oh.
everyone. Say hello to Christina Burleson.
Hi,
Burleson.
Christina.
Yes. Hey, Christina, welcome to the family. We have a lot of fun on these lives.
oh yeah, it's guys, it's not polished and it's very live, right?
It's
It's
very
very
live.
live.
It adds to the excitement of it all. Because honestly, you never know what's
It's
about to happen.
authentic. I mean,
Oh my gosh,
this
yeah.
is like,
That
so
is
what
actually
is
true.
next? But we do want to keep
Okay.
the pace moving along.
Yeah.
So what's next, everybody?
So Lisa, do we have some questions? I know we have some really
Yes, I
good
do.
ones.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I do.
And we also
Um,
have someone that I think we're going to bring on whose question we're going to talk about. So let me know in advance so I can get her on so we can talk with her.
Okay.
Good.
I think that
All
was
right, good.
Mira.
All right. So I don't think this gal is coming on, so I'm just going to shoot with this one. This was a very sweet little note that got sent to me, and I am going to share screen. And we are looking at Anita's 90-year-old home that she's renovating herself. Bless her heart. Right. And this is, believe it or not, the master bedroom, guys. Super tiny. And Anita, I'm not quite sure where you're located. I think you might be here in the States, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so she is asking me for some help because she wants to surprise. This is very precious. She wants to surprise her husband with a finished master bedroom. Which I love. I think the idea of it is so sweet and clever. So we got to get some drywall going first, obviously, but I know you know that. So her questions to me were, so this is one wall of the room. Here's another shot of the whole room. And I have to say, Anita, I don't know if you're on today or not, but if you are, you can tell me. I hope you're not living in this space at the moment because it's pretty rough. Yeah, it's a little rough. We don't have trim.
You're
We only have subflooring.
Yeah.
In some states, that's not allowed. So anyway, so the master's tiny. Here's the problem. The master's super tiny. It's 8-foot ceiling height, fairly reasonable. Okay. But 9 by 10 foot long. Okay. So my first question to her was, oh my gosh, what type of bed are you going to try and get in there? And you can see that she's done a very clever job of laying out sticks to show me where that bed is going to be. Okay. So it is super tight. All right. So what do we do? Oops, sorry. What do we do? What do we do when, why can't I get my thing to erase? Okay. Yeah, there we go. What do we do when it's super tight? And that we minimize the color, we minimize the changes, okay, that break up the eye. So ceiling and walls should definitely go out the same color, okay? It probably should be something fairly light because you kind of need those walls to have a really high LRV and just float away. So either that or you need to take it all super, super dark. So here's her 2 questions. And I'm going to say she likes these 2 floorings. And hon, my only comment to you is, I don't know what you have in the rest of the house. But if you have one of these 2 in the rest of the house, you could easily do either one of these 2. Okay. Excuse me. It looks like one might be wood flooring and then the other one might be LVP. I'm not quite sure, but either way, color wise, they're both fine as long as they tie in with the rest of the house, because your house is so small that a lot of flooring changes are not going to be a good solution for you. Okay, then the next picture she sent me was this. Okay, so head of bed accent wall. Now, I think this relates back to this color or this picture, okay, which is helpful again. But we never, here's the process, right, Anita? You never pick your accent wall until you've decided on your body and ceiling wall for a room like this, right? So depending upon which floor you pick, it will matter what white you pick, okay, or light color that you pick, because for instance, with something like, excuse me, the taupier grayer floor on the right side, which will feel cooler, you may want to do a cooler white. If you're doing something with the warm white wood, the warmer woods, you may want to do something more like a warm white. So look for Swiss coffee or maybe Chantilly lace. Okay. Now, when you pop back over to here, then you go, I need to do the rule of 3 to kind of like see. Oh, could people not see my application before?
Yeah, we could.
Oh, you could. Okay. I don't know. I just got some sort of random message out of the view. It looks like you're liking one of these two colors. To be honest, because the room is so small, I don't know that I would try and do an accent wall in a really strong tone. So I would pick your body wall first and pick your flooring first, pick your body wall next, body color next, and ceiling, and then take a look at one of these two blues. And my suspicion is that you'll probably be ending up more along this line if you're going with a lighter wall, because what's going to happen is that if you make that accent wall too high contrast from your body, it's going to push forward into the room, and you do not have the visuals for that, or you do not have the space for that. And I want to say one more thing, which is that if this is your accent wall, honey, what I want you to do is I want you to paint the whole thing all the way along. I want you to paint the trim, and I want you to paint the door the exact same color, because you only have 8 feet, right? So you need to make sure that that thing reads contiguous all the way from your floor line all the way up to your ceiling line. Okay. So yay, Anita, good question. And we want to see the afters, because these befores are super high drama.
Mhm.
So good question, Anita. Thank you for sending that in.
Nice.
Oh, there we go. Stop sharing. All right.
All right. Do we have another question?
Oh, let's see. Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, absolutely. All right. So let's do this, because this is a dear friend of ours. I don't know if Kathy E is planning on coming on today, Dana, or not, but here we go. So this is someone who is redoing their kitchen, and she's doing it in phases, right? And she was part of our inner circle group. And so we worked through a whole lot of things. And one of the things that in the inner circle, she decided that she really did not like about her kitchen, besides the color of the cabinets and the backsplash and a couple of other things, was she really did not like this flooring. Okay. And she wanted to do something a little bit more interesting. So this countertop and this countertop are all new. These cabinets are the same. She has not painted them yet. She's about to, and she's going to paint the whole space in the whole house as well. But she's moving on things as best she can. And what her question to me was, she had originally had legs on this island. And let me see if I have a picture of that. Oh, whoops. No, I don't. I just have the extended island. Oh, yes. Okay. This was the original shape of the island. And originally there were these very big legs down here. And I said, I don't really think those legs kind of speak to your style statement. And they're also crowding kind of your stools. So when she added the new top, bingo, she made it larger. Okay. So she has the ability to, get more seating and get more, spaciousness in the experience. And she's going to change up these little stools as well. But her question now is, should she add the new legs that we've just selected? Let me get rid of those. Oops. That we just selected back in. And that's what these are. These are a vast improvement, Kathy. I like these a lot. But here's what I'm going to tell you. I want you to wait to see the legs wait to install the legs until you have installed that floor, because she's doing a gray, dark gray and a light gray checkerboard floor for her kitchen. So it's going to be a huge dramatic statement. And so I want to make sure that she loves her floor before she puts these legs on, because these legs are a little bit of a drama statement too. They're going to be painted the same black as the island is, right? But she says she misses her legs, but the reality of it is that you'll be fine without them. All it takes is about a week of you looking at it like this, and you won't even remember you had them. So let's wait until the floor gets in. Keep us posted. All right, sweetie. I love it. And I miss you too. You know what it is when we work with people in Inner Circle. Oh my gosh, we get to know their project so well. We feel like they're our babies, right, Megan?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So it's really this is amazing for us to see the progress shots.
I know. I love the progress shots.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this looks great.
Because it's like watching the babies grow up. So
exactly. Oh, and we're so proud.
That's right.
Yeah.
And everybody does such a good job. So true.
So Lisa, you have a question from Karen Gore, who is in Inner Circle, or was in Inner Circle with us.
Okay.
And she's asking a question in the Q&As. You want to answer that?
Yeah.
On the Q&A.
I've got it for you, Lisa. I can read it.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. So Karen asks, when you wallpaper a powder room, what do you do with the ceiling? And in her case, the ceiling height is 10 feet.
Yeah, I know that wallpaper you're using, darling. First, nothing. Okay. Because lining up, she has a really strong graphic wall covering in a black and white. Looks like huge straight paintbrushes. It's really beautiful. But changing plane on that may be weird. So we may paint it black altogether, okay? But just get the wallpaper up first, and then we'll figure out what we're going to solve on that one. Because there's some wallpaper that has a really small pattern, and you can absolutely run it up the ceiling and run it into the center. Not this bathroom, though. So let's hold on it, get the wallpaper up, and if we need to drop the ceiling visually, we'll do so with a black paint.
Oh, and Karen says thank you, and okay, and Aisha.
You're so welcome, Karen.
And I'm going to let Megan read it because I'm
myself. Yeah. Aisha asks, what is the best type of fabric to choose when selecting curtains? What should we avoid? Is linen always the best choice?
So, who's asking this?
Aisha.
Oh, Aisha. Yes. Okay. So, darling, a lot depends on where you're located in the world. Because your fabrics for your draperies are actually, they actually function in a thermodynamic way, right? And they also function from a privacy standpoint. So here's the deal, is that if you don't need privacy and you want something kind of light and gauzy and stuff, you're going to pick something that's kind of open, maybe even a little bit sheer, or maybe a lot sheer, That just sort of depends. Excuse me. And typically, most environments have a good amount of moisture in the air, unless you're like living in Arizona or something, right? And the deal there is that natural fibers like cotton, wool, linen, flax, hemp, any of those, all 100% natural, and silk, 100% natural fibers are, there's a technical term for it. They absorb and release moisture in the air. Okay. So they grow and they shrink and they grow and they shrink. So I always suggest to my clients that you get a fiber that is a blend of like maybe a man-made fiber, like a poly, or actually it's a polyester or a nylon. Okay. That's a blend that can be blended in with a cotton or a linen or something like that. So it creates more stability for the longer drapery panels, because literally you can hem them, you can install them, hem them, and a natural linen one a week later will have crept to touch the ground or longer. Okay. So they have a thing that they have to do, which is they called hanging out with natural fibers. So get something that's a blend and it's less headache.
Okay.
You know, Amy said something, Lisa, that says, Lisa, you had mentioned a source study for exterior paint. Is this something I can sign up to do with you, is what she's asking.
Oh, a source study.
Yeah, what is that? What are you talking about?
We haven't really put that together. A
We
source
love
study
Amy.
is it's like a partial inner circle. In other words, it's an inner circle for one thing. Now,
we're working on that.
we are working on that, Amy. So I don't know how long you can hold out with that pea green house, but if you
Yeah.
can hold out, maybe we can offline with her and see when we're going to do that.
Amy,
Dana and I
Amy-
need to talk about that.
Yeah, Amy, send that question to hello@lisaholt.com. And Gaia, can you put that in the chat, please, in both sides? And we will offline with you about that.
Yes, that would be good. Oh, guys, we have so much coming for next year. Oh, it's so exciting. We can hardly contain ourselves.
Yeah.
So
That's true. Gosh, people are firing off the questions in chat.
I know they're coming.
Oh gosh, are they? Oh,
yeah. Let's do one more. Okay, let's do this one. Cindy is wondering, how strict is Lisa about hanging island pendants, large ones, so like 36 inches above the counter or the island? My husband made me go up another 3 inches because he is tall and needed them to be higher than his eye line.
Well, okay. So here's the deal. There is a basic formula, just like hanging artwork. There's sort of a basic formula, but if someone that's living in the house is much taller or, maybe even much shorter, than those things, there's a little bit of variation, and about 3 inches is the max. And it has to do with the visual mass of the actual pendant, because if they're sort of floaty and glass and open and kind of, the round or just sort of bigger, you've got more to play with, right? If they're just one of those pert little tent, conical shaped things, you really need to be tight on what is the right percentage on that. In the club, I thought I had had it posted in the layouts book or something.
I think that's where that is.
I think it's in the layouts book. Okay, can you put the link up there to that? Because that'll help you take a gander at that. And if it's not there, let us know, because I've got a reference point on it.
Okay. Oh, and you're right. And Sherry just posted a question and she says, this is a loaded question. That is correct. So be prepared, Lisa. How do you start the process of a master bathroom redesign? I am on a concrete slab, so I cannot change the plumbing. It's long and narrow now with a fireplace, but the bathroom design right now is ugly in all capitals. Do I need to talk to someone who does bathroom renos? I am just not sure where I should start.
No, I'll tell you where you should start. Sherry, you need to join Next Step, because Sherry was one of our early Inner Circle people. And she's got a fabulous little house she's worked on up there. But we've developed Next Step for exactly this purpose. Dana, you want to share what Next Step is?
Sure. So guys, what we did is we realized that your projects our Inner Circle programs, for those of you who don't know, run approximately 2 months long. Now, starting in January, they're going to run 3 months long. So we're extending that period. But even if it extends 3 months, the problem is our projects go on sometimes 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, a year, and you need help through that whole time. So when you take the Inner Circle, we give those graduates an opportunity to join a group called the Next Step program, which is a la carte design coaching by the team. And it's a separate day, it's a separate link. It works similarly in the sense of we already know your project. We've worked with you on that project for 2 months or 3 months, but you may not need us for a month or two. So you can just basically use a coupon. It's not a coupon, but you just come online and we give you so many sessions with us that you can use to keep your projects going so that you can have a sense of completion. Because the one thing that Lisa and I and Megan were really upset with was we didn't like just dropping everybody off and saying, well, you're done. And the only way you can complete your project would be to take another Inner Circle program. We didn't think that was fair. And so this is a way for you to get your projects done with our help and coaching. And obviously there's always doing another Next Step program. Inner Circle program if you want. But that was what Next Step is all about. Did I explain that well?
No, you explained that great, actually, I'd say. And guys, if you are working on a home project, like whether it's a new build, a bathroom renovation like Sherry, you absolutely need the Inner Circle. And if you guys would like more information on that, please send an email to hello@lisaholt.com. We have a waiting list for November, I believe. Is that correct, Dana?
Yeah, November is sold out, and it has been for a little while. So
okay,
oversold.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Gone.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
But we do have some spaces available starting in January. So again, if you are interested and would like more information on that, send us an email to hello@lisaholt.com.
And that is actually starting to fill. January is actually starting to fill.
Yeah, so don't delay.
One other thing I want to say about January is it starts on January 7th. And that is going to be the new structure. We've taken everything that we've learned over the last year, and we've actually put it into this new program that's basically it's Inner Circle on steroids, and it's going to be a 3-month program. So great. You'll go from January, you'll start on January 7th, and you'll go through January, February, and you will be I think it's the end of March or something. I'm not sure of the exact dates, but we already have a number of people in that course. And our space is really limited, guys. And one more thing that I want to tell you about is that we're going to be doing kind of a design summit, and that's going to be for Dezignclub members. Or you can, if you're on YouTube and you just want to join for one of them, but we are going to have around 5 to 10 experts in the field of design, everything from contractors to lawyers to who specialize in interior design and issues like that, to electricians and painters and everybody that works in the field, other designers, FF&E, decor, and you'll be able to join and just walk into different rooms and listen to their lectures and ask questions, and it'll be a whole fun little thing that we'll be doing. So that starts in February. So we're excited about that too.
For sure. Are we ready for some design news, Dana? Do you think?
Well, yeah, I have to just give me a second and I'll be ready for your little queue up thing, which I know you love.
Yeah, I do love it.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, I love them all. I think they're great.
Okay, well, here we go.
Drum roll.
Yeah, you're so sweet.
Guys, how cool is that? I just love that. My favorite part is a little starry wink. I wait for it every time. I'm like, yay. I love that. Okay, guys.
So let's talk about some news.
Let's talk about news. And you know what? We are going to be talking about the 2023 colors of the year. And let me make sure I've got that set up. Okay. So guys, each fall, paint companies and interior design experts predict what colors will shape our homes in the coming year. Now, while the hues of 2022 centered around back to nature shades of green, 2023 is taking a shift towards warmer, bolder, and more saturated colors. Now, just because a paint vendor declares a color the color of the year, it doesn't necessarily mean it's any good. So, okay, this is true. To help you sift through the good, the bad, and the ugly, okay, I'm going to walk you through the color of the year picks from the most popular paint companies and reveal whether or not they are Lisa approved. So let's get started. Okay, first up, we have Sherwin-Williams Red and Point. This is a blend of blush and beige. It features subtle pink undertones. It's a very on-trend hue, but is it a good trend? Let's see what Lisa thinks. No, she
I know, we almost need that.
I know, I wish I had the sound. No. But guys, fortunately, Lisa has provided us a much better alternative with Benjamin Moore's Coral Dust. Now, this color, along with every single one of Lisa's go-to paint colors, can be found in the Design Club library. Now, this has been one of our most popular ebooks, and now it includes even more colors like Lisa's favorite whites, creams, grays, and blacks, as well as her go-to blues, greens, reds, and even violets. Super useful information that is exclusive to the Design Club. So if you want to get your hands on that, you need to join and be a member. YouTubers, what are you waiting for? Now is the perfect time to join.
YouTubers, what's going on with you guys?
Come on. We are running a special that will save you a ton of membership, but you should know that it's expiring really soon. So to take advantage of that discount, go to thedezignclub.com and enter the coupon code LOVELISA at checkout. And we'll post that coupon code in chat for you guys. Now,
please.
Back to Sherwin-Williams Red and Point. Now, Lisa, give us your feedback on this color.
Red and Point, you've got to be kidding me. It looks like, I read somebody said spilled makeup, but dirty. Dirty
is spilled makeup.
Really unpleasant.
That's
It doesn't go, it reminds me of the really bad mauves from the 80s. Okay, now I was designing then, which is really disturbing. I probably shouldn't admit that. But you know, entire spaces went this color. And when you look at what they depict it with in their catalogs and what they're showing online with it, it's awful. You look at it and you go, it needs a paint job. It looks like some sort of nasty primer that went wrong. So yeah, it's horrific. What you need is the color to go one direction or another. And that's what I liked about Coral Dust, is it's kind of a blush tone. There's a little bit of a softer note to it, but it's not too pink and it's not too gray. There you go.
Very good. Okay. Well, next up we have C2 Tiramisu. Now, according to C2, tiramisu is a rich, restorative, clear cedar inspired by the diverse range and tonalities of natural wood and the rich mineral hues of the soil from which they grow. But does Lisa like it? Let's find out. Yes, she does. We have an approved one, which is awesome.
There was so much, Maggie, there was so much tension built up. I was like, what is it going to be?
Yeah, well, good. I love the drama. Yeah, I love that.
We need the drum roll.
Yes, we do. I know. We know that we know that Lisa loves tiramisu, the dessert. But Lisa, tell us why you like this color.
So, you know, as you know, the colors of the last 2 years, including this one, have been all moving towards a warmer base note. And I applaud that direction because we've been living in cooler grays for too long. I like tiramisu because there's a lot of browns out there that have a really strong base note of yellow. And they remind me of kind of unpleasantly aged wood. And this particular picture of it is showing it a little milkier than it actually is. When you see it on a wall, it looks like milk chocolate. It's really a beautiful velvety color. And now I will say this, C2 is not a big vendor out there in the world. You can't get it internationally. And I think it got started in LA, but they have some very nice colors. This one, and so tiramisu is a good one.
Good. Okay, next up we have Dunn Edwards, Terra Rosa. And Terra Rosa blends brown and burgundy for a rosy pink. Now, the big question, is it Lisa approved? Drum roll. No, big time no, guys. Why not Terra Rosa? Why not Terra Rosa, Lisa?
Because it reminds me of a scab. It's a really unpleasant variation on, I don't know, a dirty pink or something. It has no place in anybody's color scheme. Let me just put that to you right now. Now, if you want to do a pink, there's some amazing ones out there that get much brighter. Some get clearer, some get cleaner. I liked rhubarb because rhubarb has enough of a balance between, the red, green, and between the blue and the yellow and the gray of the red, so that it has a place. I could do a dining room in rhubarb easily. But my God, if I did a dining room in Terra Rosa, you'd have thought it was a funeral parlor. Oh, it's awful.
Nice.
So,
okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, next up we have Faro and Ball. And this color is called Hopperhead. And according to Faro and Ball, this classic charcoal color is inspired by the attractively designed iron containers used to catch rainwater at the top of a downpipe. Just interesting and certainly a dramatic choice. But would Lisa recommend it? Let's find out. She would. What do you like about this color? Yay! Good job, Faro and Ball, as always.
So the range of how do I say this? The range of sophisticated charcoal-y blues is rather limited. Blues go a little too bright a lot of times. But this one is really lovely. And you could see from the other picture how kind of sort of sensuous and restful, like a bedroom would feel in something like this. This is a lovely tone. Yeah. And you can see it works well with natural woods and things. I love it because it's a gray, but it's not cold. And it's a blue, but it's not too bright a blue. It's kind of that lovely combination of the two. This would be a great blender neutral.
Nice.
Love it.
Okay. Well, next color is by HGTV in collaboration with Sherwin-Williams, and it's called Dark Room. And this is another dark and dramatic option. But will this color get Lisa's seal of approval?
Oh, wait, Maggie, yeah. Before you go to that, let's ask everybody what they think Lisa's going to say. Do they think this is going to be thumbs up or thumbs down? What do you guys think?
Let us know in chat, guys.
Let us know in chat. We're going to go look, and we're going to pause for just a second before we find out. Okay, Lenore says up. Amy says up. Lisa will say yes.
Melody goes, Lisa will say yes.
Okay. And Pam, okay, she says no. And by the way, Mark from our kitchen is on live with us.
Oh, so hey, Mark.
Hi, Mark. Mark,
welcome.
Yes. And so, Lisa, I think we're getting mainly a few no's, yeses.
Okay.
Tamara says yes. Okay, well, this is fun.
Let's see if you guys were right. Yes. It's Lisa approved. Absolutely.
Oh my God, I was in the yes camp.
I love
you're
it.
right.
No, it was so funny because I'm thinking to myself, I'm sitting here, I love this, and I'm thinking, oh my God, what if Lisa doesn't like it? What am I going to do?
Well, I have to tell
That's really
you,
what I was thinking.
this one also is a little bit like that blue, but it has that undernote of kind of a charcoal, like a blackened pencil end or something like that. This one's very sexy to me, and they named it darkroom very appropriately. I would consider doing, an entire like powder bathroom, ceilings,
Mm.
walls, everything in this color, because it obviously pops. It's so saturated, right, that you're not going to get a lot of light reflectance, and then it will pop anything that's sitting out in front of it. So like porcelain sinks and toilets and things of that nature could be gorgeous.
I think so too.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Lisa to explain something, because I know that we do in the inner circle, but I like maybe some of the YouTube peeps to hear this. Lisa, I think people who are new to design don't understand when we talk about gray, how big of a field that is and how all-encompassing grays can be. It's not battleship gray. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Here, let me
gray as being an
show you
ugly
guys
color.
something. Okay. Let me see if I can do this. All right. Thank you, Dana. That's actually really a good point, because someone said, yeah, but it's gray. And I'm like,
yeah, right. That's what
yeah,
made me
but there's
think
a
of that,
lot of
right.
difference between grays. Here, let's share this a second. All right, guys. So this is the actual book that is my favorite paint colors, and Maggie has included the fabulous expanded edition, because believe me, there's just so many wonderful colors out there, and I know it's really confusing for so many of you guys to start selecting colors without understanding kind of the structure behind color and how it's seen, etc. So I want to show you kind of what an insanely invaluable resource. We use this in every inner circle lesson. We're talking about paint colors. And so we're always referring to some of these standards, right? So there's, of course, whites, more than 2 pages of whites at least. And that's just the beginning. Of course, we'll keep expanding. There's creams and beiges. There's grays, which have a gray note to them, but they also have a beige or a yellow undernote, which makes them the perfect neutral for everything. You can always use a grayish somewhere on something. That's why there are at least 4 pages right now. Browns and tans. Yes, there's a lot of range of that, but let me just show you the range of grays for a second. This is really, I'm so glad you brought this up, Dana. Thank you. Because,
you're welcome.
For instance, Sea Life, and yes, somebody on YouTube said, it's hard to tell about colors on screen. That is exactly right. That's why if you are not doing my rule of 3 before you are painting, you are wasting tons and tons of money and time and effort. So if you're not doing the rule of 3, I have nothing to say to you. The rule of 3 is your solve for getting the right paint colors, okay? So for instance, Sea Life, for instance, has a very blue, almost purplish undernote. So that's very cool. That's a gray that sits in the cool direction, okay? Cheating Heart, okay, here's a good one. Cheating Heart, darker gray, okay, more saturation, more pigment, but still cool, right? Because the undernote to Cheating Heart is actually a blue, okay? Now, you come down to Kendall Charcoal, almost the same LRV as Cheating Heart, maybe a couple points lower, but the undernote is totally different, right? It's a different, it has more green in it. So that's just an example. And here's Chelsea Gray, okay, which is kind of your standard, what I call ship gray, right? Because the US Navy always paints their ships in a gray color so that they disappear on the horizon. Chelsea gray is a kind of a neutral gray. It doesn't have too much blue or too much yellow in it. So it's kind of a good neutral if you're looking for a gray, okay? But because grays are not dead, guys, they are just being supplanted. Wait, do we have, oh, okay, let me go back to, blacks are the same thing, guys, because blacks are just grays with more pigment, okay? So you can see the same storyline. All of these colors are built on an undernote that is either warm or cool. Black bean soup has red in it, okay? Black iron, no red. Very, very blue and charcoaly. This is a great one. One of my favorite colors in the world, sort of like Swiss coffee, only the opposite, is Black Beauty, because it's a super balanced note black or charcoal gray, okay? Which is, it doesn't have too much blue, doesn't have too much red, it doesn't have too much yellow, okay? So these are really good ways to take a look at these together and begin to understand that all of grays is a huge category. And so when you say I don't like gray anymore, I still love gray, but the right gray. That's the D.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I was just, it's a color story day. So I'm
no,
like,
it is. I love that. No, that's good. No, thanks for breaking that
I
down.
also think that this is probably a good time to tell everybody about our special guest for this coming week's show on Sunday.
Yes, guys. We have the paint guys are going to be on our show this upcoming Sunday, which we're super excited about. They have an amazing YouTube channel, and just all you have to do is search the paint guys in YouTube, and they'll come right up. But they're going to be joining us today. We're going to be talking about all kinds of things related to painting, which is a huge topic. No. Next
great.
Next Sunday.
Oh, yay.
Oh, next Sunday.
Good. Oh, I
the
can't
paint
wait.
people. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm sorry. The paint people. My bad.
Okay. Oh, did someone correct you?
Yes, Lenora. Thank you. Thank you for saving me on that one. It is the paint people, not the paint guys, the paint people. My bad.
Yes.
So,
no, that's
okay.
so great.
But we have one more color. To see a color of the year, and it is the brand to rule them all, Benjamin Moore. So let me go ahead and show you what their color of the year is, and we'll find out if it is Lisa approved or not. And there it is, guys. Kind of a polarizing color. But
wait, let's do this
before I reveal to you whether or not it's Lisa approved, I want you guys to take a guess in chat. If you think it's Lisa approved, say yes. If not, say no, or thumbs up, thumbs down works too.
Yeah.
So let us know what you
let's
think.
see what everybody thinks.
Raspberry blush.
You guys on Zoom get the jump on the YouTube folks because there's a bit of a delay.
Yeah.
I want it as lipstick. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Says no. Karen says, Lindy says yes. Let's see what's going on YouTube. Renee says yes. Rhonda says yes. And Winter Rose says yes. Honey, good. Is it a beer? It says no. Way to go is no. Patricia says yes. Silver says thumbs up. Winter Rose, blush, yes. Sheldon says yay. Paulette says yes. So there's a lot of yeses, I think.
A lot of yeses. Wow.
Not my choice for lipstick. Not my choice except for lipstick. Okay.
All right, let's see. It is Lisa approved, actually. And I was surprised. I just had this feeling. I was like, guys, if I was to guess, I would have said no. But no, Lisa digs it big time. So tell us what you like about this color, Lisa.
So, it's funny. Somebody mentioned this earlier, and I can't remember which chat it was in, whether it was YouTube or the club. But, screens are, it's hard to really judge color by screens, because I have two monitors running right now, and one of them looks vastly different than this does. But I will tell you this, guys, this is absolutely an exquisite red. When you see it, in in a photograph like like in the Benjamin Moore announcement, right? You get it. You instantly get the color. Now, it is not for everybody, and it's not for every space, okay? From the standpoint that it's a very strong red. Red, as all colors do, create an emotional response in humans, okay? And the response that red creates is a little bit more excitement, often hunger. That's why you see so many red restaurants, and kind of just sort of an overall excitement and a little bit of agitation even. That's why you never see a prison wall in a red or even a pink. Anyway, so here's the deal, is that the color would be exquisite for a dining room. And I have done several red dining rooms in my career. They tend to be more transitional or traditional, and they are exquisite, done like drooling and draped in this saturated red. It would be exquisite. So yeah, I like it. I actually like it.
Awesome. Well, so alongside the announcement of the Benjamin Moore Color of the Year, the brand has also revealed the palette it anticipates that will rule interiors for 2023. Everything from near black to just shy of white, brown, blue, and near chartreuse, the Color Trends palette has quite the offerings. Now, we already know that Raspberry Blush is Lisa approved, but what about its companion colors? I can tell you right now that half of them made the cut. Okay. And I'll tell you what it is. Everything along the top row gets a yes from Lisa, and everything on the bottom row gets a big fat no, particularly the green hue, which got a blah from Lisa. So Lisa, walk us through the Benjamin Moore palette and give us your thoughts.
No, what I love about this is that, so if we look back at 22, at the new colors for 22, all right, from Benjamin. So here's the deal, guys. All the paint companies always come out with the paint colors, excuse me, kind of in the third or fourth quarter of the year, okay? And a lot of the big ones have already released, Sherwin-Williams and all the rest of that. The last one is always Benjamin Moore. And it's because Benjamin Moore is, let's be honest, the 800-pound gorilla in the space, number one. And I'm sure all of you guys that are Sherwin fans are going to go, wait just a minute. But the reality of it is, from a use of color and from a consistency of development of their overall palettes over the years, there's nothing like Benjamin Moore. That's not to mention that I actually think that their paint is physically a higher quality product than a lot of them. But Farrow and Ball and C2 are also very high quality product paints. But from a consistency of palette options, Benjamin Moore, woo, hands down, blows everybody away. So here's the deal. When you look at 22's colors were that beginning storyline of, we're going to be introducing nature back into colors for the next, few years. And so you have lighter greens, you have softer browns, you have some golden tones that really worked with that. And they're kind of softer, a little bit more neutral. This year, what they did was not only did they lean in on kind of the natural tones with things like wenge, cinnamon, and even conch shell, okay? But what they then did is they added a couple of notes that would be ones that could work with 22's colors. That's what their point is they're trying to build a palette that works together all the way through. And so, but these other colors that they added in is something called, as a response to something what we're calling Joy Trend. And I forget which video, maybe somebody in YouTube can remember which video I talk about Joy Trend in, but Starry Night, North Sea Green are both kind of Joy Trend colors. And I'm fine with them, but I'm not, it's probably not ones I would use necessarily right away with something. They would be fine for like an accent element of some sort. New Age, I don't get at all. And Savannah Green, just where's the record scratch? That is like a head scratcher to me because it is not apple green. It is not even a clear enough green yellow. It is really an uncomfortable color to me. It reminds me of the movie Shrek. It's like,
it does.
wow, that is not a green that should be existing in interiors unless you were going to pair it like as a piping detail around a charcoal pillow. Maybe I could take it in, but never a wall, never a wall. People would look so sick in a room painted in Savannah Green that it's like sick in a not a hip, cool way, but sick like a maybe they're not feeling well.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine that.
So that's the deal with that one. So not everybody's perfect all the time.
That's
so what's coming soon?
And guys, like Dana mentioned, Lisa has a brand spanking new YouTube video that's going to be released this Saturday, and it's all about the color of the year and her breakdown of it in more detail. So don't miss it. And we also have a special segment too, as well, that Lisa's going to do.
Can I go back to the color for a minute?
Yeah, which one?
So I want to let you guys know that we obviously are reading all the chats, and so chat away. So if you want to be talking to us, and Lynn said something on her chat, and she asked about, what did Lynn say? Lynn said, can you look at the color I picked out? It called Secret Cove and tell her what you think.
Ooh,
would you mind me throwing it up? So I actually found it, and I actually did a screenshot, and I can throw it up on the screen, Lisa, if you want to take a look at it and tell us what you think. Lisa, you want to do that?
Okay, sure. I'm at a disadvantage because I'm going to be looking through a screen. And I don't know I'm sorry.
There it is.
The wall color?
The blue.
Yes.
Okay. And
so I'll give you a hint.
I don't know what it's
Williams.
for.
She just wanted to know what you thought about that color. Do you have any idea?
Secret Cove. It's a viable blue. It definitely has place. It could definitely be used in a story palette. I would not do an entire room in it necessarily, unless it was maybe a guest bedroom, or it's not deep enough for a master bedroom, but it could be like accent tones or maybe an accent wall in a guest bedroom. That could be very pretty. Yeah. Can
I add something to that, Lisa? I think that the people who took a picture of this and set decorated this did a horrible job.
It's awful.
I think the purple and the red and they're all.
Well, who's the vendor? Who's the vendor?
Sherman Williams.
Yeah, right. Okay. So then show the Benjamin Moore pictures, right? And then you go, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's
there's
the point.
Just
but anyway,
a difference. There's just a difference.
And,
but
and
no, whoever showed me that, it's a color that I think I would like. But as always, I never let go of this, which is rule of three, people. Rule of three. And if you don't know what that is, watch Stop Painting Now. The YouTube video. Because
Anita asked that exact question, if you could recap it, but Anita, it's a longer subject than that. So just go watch Stop Painting Now, one of Lisa's videos. It's a great one.
Yes, and very, very helpful. It's a longer video, but it explains the rule of three, why it's so important to do it, and why it works, which is what you guys need. You just need answers, right? So there's an answer in that video. Okay. Yeah.
Good.
So are we rocking down to Dallas?
Yeah, let's do that. Guys, so we have a special segment for you this week in which Lisa is going to do a review of the Kips Bay Decorator Show House in Dallas, Texas. This event is put on by New York City's Kips. This is a tongue twister. New York City's Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club. And But they invite 24 of the country's best and brightest interior designers and architects to transform an otherwise run-of-the-mill mansion. The designers are assigned a space. So one person might have the primary bedroom, another the grand staircase, another the kitchen, and they're given free rein to show off the best of their skills. The home is then opened up for about a month so the public can come and enjoy it. I've taken a peek at it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting. I was just wondering, is this the What Would Lisa Do segment?
No, it's not. This is actually a little different. Lisa is going to review this. It's like a decorator's show house. And so she's gonna show us a couple of the rooms, and we're gonna get her expert take on it.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Is it me or who's up now?
Lisa is.
Oh, me. Sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. I was answering somebody in chat. I am not good at multitasking. I apologize.
She is
Okay.
amazing at multitasking.
So, and I will say this, the Kips Bay thing has been doing it for, oh God, for ages, since when I lived in New York. Okay. So, and most of the time earlier on, they were mainly in New York, but it's really become kind of the premier show house. And so now they're traveling, and it's great because it gives everybody opportunities to see designers work. And if you're thinking about using a designer, you can get an idea of kind of what their work would look like for, maybe for your space. The other thing that's really nice about it is they're really inspirational, because designers tend to go all out and tend to go all out and kind of like, I won't say overdo it, but they really, really want to show their chops. And sometimes they only have a bathroom to work with, right? So are we seeing the bill? Are we seeing my screen? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So here's the absolutely gorgeous home in Dallas that is housing all of the good spaces, all of the different spaces. Okay. And it's huge. They usually try and pick a very big residence because they want to include a lot of designers, as Megan said. So I'm just going to rip through this and show you where to stop and keep looking, and where to just keep on moving if you're going to go to this show. Okay.
So this is a skip it or a
love it or skip
Love it
it.
or leave it.
Love it or leave it. Yes. Ooh,
Love it or leave
all right.
it.
So
Oh, I got more. Fab or fail. Sorry.
yeah. So this,
can't stop.
in my opinion, is a fab. Love this fab. Love this little. This is a gentleman's room. Now, mind you, it may not be your taste. I can see Jonathan's wig just flopping off of here on this one. But it's a beautiful sort of a gentleman's room that's been done in a very sort of classic, tailored way. I thought that was a really great little space. I love that little Ming vase collection. Okay. Here's another fab. This is a fab space. Oh, I thought this was stupendous. So they upended the concept of ombre, which usually starts dark at the bottom and goes up light. But because these ceilings are, I don't know how tall, 16 feet high, probably, right? They reversed it. So it made the room feel kind of cozier and sort of intimate and sexy, which I really loved. Much more contemporary, obviously a totally different statement. Okay. Now,
wait.
Here's a fail on an epic level, in my opinion. And whoever the designer is that did this is probably going to hate me for saying this. I cannot believe that this many textures were put together in a bathroom. This is wrong on a lot of levels. Yeah. I don't know where the inspiration is going. I have no idea what they're trying to communicate. It's just giving me heartburn, like I tried to eat this ottoman. Okay. It is just really bad. All right.
Now, Lisa,
yes,
let's give everybody a little bit of a chance to put their fab or fails in chats before you jump in and say what you think. I think everybody
okay.
has
All right. All right, so then
Especially-
let's show this guy.
Okay, I'm gonna
And
type
do you
in
guys
mine.
think that I think this is fabulous or fail?
I disagree with Dana.
Well, you can put your own answer in. Did you?
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I did. Yeah. Lots of fails. Lots of
Lots of
notes.
fails. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Very
I
good,
failed.
Pam. What's the focal point? There wasn't one. That's
Yeah.
the problem. Okay. So
Well, it's also what is it trying to say here? I mean, am I in a nightclub? I mean, that's
Yeah.
really what are we
yeah.
doing here?
Yeah.
What's going
That
on with
is
that
the
light
problem.
fixture?
If you owned the show house of the year, you've got to deal with all these spaces, right? Which are
Yeah.
totally disparate. But this is, in my opinion, when I first looked at it, it could be an interesting powder room. But the more I looked at it, the more kind of disassociated I got from it. So it actually ends up in the fail pile for me.
Gotcha.
Lisa, can I say something about that
Sure.
room? This reminds me of a bad Las Vegas hotel.
Yeah, it has a little bit of that. You know, the
It's or no,
peace,
a
abundant,
Las
forever and
Vegas
ever,
guest
amen.
room. This is a Las Vegas guest room bathroom
yeah.
that they
It
kind
feels
of
like
pass
that. It
off
kind of
as
feels that
hip,
way.
and it's terrible.
Yeah, I don't mind the red wall covering, but I would never have done a
Mhm.
room like this. And then what's
It's
really
just too
unsettling to
much.
me is the
Well,
pink.
can we also talk about that vase? What's going on with that color?
Right, the vase is this weird sort of a mulberry color, and then there's these weird pinks up here. So there's a
It's
lot
just-
that is problematic when you look at
And
this.
where's
one.
the mirror? Where's the mirror?
And where's the mirror? If it's a bathroom, now you don't know that the mirror might be behind the photographer. That's always something you have to kind of like figure out.
But it shouldn't be.
But where would it fit? Yeah.
I
have no
mad
idea.
about it.
Yeah.
I
No
do not
idea.
like this room.
No idea whatsoever. Okay, so
Okay.
here's
to the
another
next one.
space.
Okay,
Wow.
wait. God, it reminds me of like Tavern on the Green or something. You know, that kind of old.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's funny. How do you know taverns are on the green?
I was there once when I was a kid.
A beer says, I smell cigarettes in that bathroom.
Oh.
Yeah, it has a bit of a
It-
nightclub vibe.
does
I think
remi-
that's what they were shooting for, to be honest.
I do think that it feels a little bit to me like it does feel Dallasy. Sorry guys, but it feels a little kind of big miss in my opinion. What do you guys think?
It's so I don't know. When I first saw this, I actually went like, oh wow, because I really liked the wallpaper and how they tied in the leaves and the same green as the trees in there and the green throughout. I like it. I wouldn't want to live in there. It is, like many have said in chat, fairly editorial. I'd say so too, but I kind of like the uniqueness of it. I haven't really seen much like this before.
So this is interesting because this is clearly a second bay that is the same as this room. Okay. So there's more than one of these huge rooms with the coffered ceilings and this gorgeous bay window structure, right? But what I loved about it was how two different designers looked at that similar structure and completely approached it differently. I actually liked this room. To me, this was fab from the standpoint that I wouldn't live in it full time. But I think what they did to make sure that the scale worked, which was what was so successful in this one, okay, which was thinking about reversing an ombre. They did the same here with a different delivery system, so to speak, right? The intensity of the foliage on the wallpaper fades up as it lifts up towards the ceiling. And so the ceiling starts to feel kind of light and open, which really works for me in this room, interestingly enough.
Yeah, but what about all those plants?
Partly because you've got this very sort of cozy sectional style thing that you could definitely feel loungy in. I'm sorry, Dana, what were
Okay.
you going to say?
Okay, so do you like those pleats on the sofa? I mean,
Do I like what?
the giant, well, the pleats on the sofa are ugly.
Well, remember, this is Dallas, okay?
It's just,
And the designer, wait. And the designer is trying to create a transitional room that will appeal to people who are in Dallas that are looking for designers. So I completely understand the reverse. For me,
it is
a reverse
wonked
pleat
up.
is fine.
Okay, but those big giant trees, am I in the Wynn Hotel in Vegas or something? Again, Vegas. This is like a little Vegas-y house. What are we gonna do? Put a
Well,
buffet?
you know, I think it works better than you do, clearly. So to me, I thought this was nice. Would I choose it to live in it? I wouldn't choose a single thing I've shown you to live in.
Rita says she likes the Wynn better.
So the Wynn, I
It's
love
a little
it.
bit better, right?
No, I thought this felt like a lovely garden room,
Oh,
which was done well considering it has such high ceilings. So now, how
Yeah,
about this guy?
oh my God, it just keeps, okay. Everybody knows I just, so far.
I know.
What is this?
I'm
I'm sorry. No, says Sherry.
No.
Makes me dizzy, says Susan. Oh, Winter says no. Pam says, I'm just getting dizzy looking at it. Gaia goes, okay, I like the sink. Really? It's yeah, maybe, but if you're
The
gonna do
thing
that
is a
sink,
nice piece.
you
but
do,
the
but you
room-
calm
But
everything else
together.
down around it.
The room
Yeah.
is a massive fail, guys.
Big
The
time.
room is a
It's
massive
just-
fail. Somebody said it.
Ah,
You would be dizzy in this room. And here's the real crime. Is you have this amazing little architectural element, right? So you have a ceiling that goes up like this and down, and then you have this lovely little window right at the top. But then you do this. That is such a fail, because if you had played this right, this would have been a fabulous bathroom. This would have been a fabulous bathroom if you'd done that right. You could have you wouldn't have not been able to make this work.
Well,
yeah,
none of it works together.
Lisa, look at the vase that's in the shower. I mean, and the towel rack in the shower.
Well, now remember,
Stupid.
nobody's showering in a.
But you're gonna put your
designer
towel
house.
there. Yeah, but it's gotta make sense. It is annoying.
No. So Dina, you probably haven't been to too many design houses, but
have.
they will over decorate them, partly
Oh my
because
God.
again, they're using them as calling cards, guys. So
Lisa,
that's a fail. So
Lisa and I went to a designer show house in Dana Point, and that was a beautifully done designer house.
yes, it was. There were many beautiful rooms in there. Yeah.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah.
this
Okay,
is
wait,
just
I have
anyway.
one more for you.
Oh, well, Anita, the support rack is actually nice for a support rack, but you can't use it for a towel. Oh my God, oh my God, I can't even stand it.
I just don't get it. Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, why is this the direction we're supposed to be going? with our
I know,
interiors?
right?
I
Well,
don't know.
what we're dealing with here, this is 70s reprise, guys. So this is a younger designer who is thinking that, this is cool. Okay. In my
my
opinion, yes, Maria, I don't know where to look. I feel like people are still ripping this out of their homes. I love it. I have so many questions. Oh,
I need
Winter
to
Rose,
put
this is
my
all
dark
the same
sunglasses
house.
on.
This is all the same house. Honestly, it's
Well,
insane.
Lisa,
Okay.
Lisa, can I jump in here? I'm sorry, this is making me mad, this house. That the mirror along the curved wall and it's just someone who doesn't have any concept of how to design. It's just amazing. You guys, you can say you're a designer all you want, but this is what people do. They don't know what they're doing. Most people don't know what they're doing. That's why we do what we do.
And again, guys, look at the opportunity for a fabulous architectural statement. This incredible curve here.
Lisa, with this? Can you tell us how you would have, could you fix this space?
Oh my God, in a second. For one thing, rip all this out. Okay.
Start over.
And start over, because this went wrong in concept. Okay. There was nothing that went right here. First of all, this stone, very expensive stone, by the way, this stone, I don't mind this clean sort of deep apron detail. I've done that before. But if you're going to have that be something interesting, make it relate to the curve, right? So then you draw this up way high. So you've got this nice big floating element here. Plain floor, plain wainscoting. This is where your eye wants to go, okay? So I would have done this in a very quiet stone and done this without these stupid hardware pieces, which have no relationship to anything here. And maybe done this whole thing like a single color, stone in whatever color it would be, and the cabinets below, lifting it much higher up so it's just this narrow, curved in the back. Oh gosh, that's the other thing you lose. You lose this fabulous curve. And so what I would have done is I would have done probably a mosaic on this tile, but like something like a penny tile or something really sensuous and round and emphasizing that gorgeous curve, or maybe do it in like tambour, right? So that you could get those shadow lines creating an emphasis to that curve. That would have been spectacular. Why you would put the sink over here, I have no idea, other than you would want to center that sink and have like a very simple, quiet mirror, because this is the storyline, guys. Oh my God, it's such
Lisa. So
easy to fix.
If you were going to design, if you were trying to fix that space, I would think that, what they obviously did is they pulled the red out of the stone, because the stone is what's expensive. And let's say the stone can't be moved. I would pull the white out of that stone, and I would use the white, and actually you
don't want color. You don't want a big color story in this room, because this room is about the architecture.
Oh
right?
My God.
Yeah, it would be super simple to fix this. Super simple. Oh my gosh. It gives me indigestion just looking at it. I got to tell you. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh my God.
Sorry, guys.
Wow. That was amazing, Lisa. That turned into a What Would Lisa Do? I love that.
It did.
Yes. Are you, would you like to do some more What Would Lisa Do?
Sure. I love it. Yes.
Well, am I going to do my little video intro of it?
Yeah.
We are waiting.
If you don't mind.
All right, guys, here we go.
And okay.
Love it. I love the music on these.
I love it. That's fun. That's very fun, Dana.
Oh, I love that. So guys, for those of you who don't know, What Would Lisa Do segment, I am going to show Lisa a picture of a beautiful space, but Lisa's going to tell us how she would make it better through little tweaks here and there. And again, this is our color episode. So here is the space.
Oh my gosh.
Think of that, Lisa.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
So what is it? So Megan, I'm sorry, what is the question?
The question is, so Lisa's going to kind of evaluate this space for us, but she's going to tell us what she would do differently to maybe improve upon it. She's also going to tell us the things that they did well with it. So this is going to be probably quite the contrast to what we just saw.
Yeah, Lisa,
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, I'll tell you what this feels like to me, and you tell me if I'm right or wrong. It feels like maybe a guest lodge, common area in like South Africa. That's what it feels like to me. If I was,
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't, do we know the location?
I don't
idea.
actually.
You could Google match this
could-
in images.
yeah,
Someone
I
could
could
do
find
that
out.
while
Oh,
we're
that's
here. Take a
interesting. Yeah.
screenshot
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
tell us where it's from.
Well,
But-
it's
Oh, it's Art
a,
Digest. It's Art Digest.
Yeah.
yes. So here's the deal. It's actually a very intentionally developed space, and they have really kind of celebrated. I think about Joy Trend here. They've really sort of celebrated color, and they've done it well from the standpoint that you've got a blue reference, here that leads across to here and over to here. And then isn't missed with these. This is all good here, right? So I love that. That's a very sort of intentional storyline around color usage, which is great. The only thing that is showing to me, and it might be my screen, I'm not sure, is that this lovely, or it could either be my screen, or it could have been like a oopsie with the plaster, okay? Because sometimes plaster can be really tricky. Is this plaster feels a little Moroccan or faded to me. And sometimes that can happen when you're using plasters. The plaster will leach pigment from the color, and they do tend to look a little bit more faded. In this particular case, what I'm looking at here is this fading. I love the plaster, by the way. I love the idea of it. This fading starts to fight just a hair with this sort of Joy Trend pink that's being introduced, in subtle areas, in subtle elements, and then being reinforced in a very temporary little floral arrangement. Overall, there's a very lovely sense of balance to things. I love the blue above the thing. They've lifted a high art piece up that kind of pulls that up, which is great. Gorgeous sculptures, lots of pairing. I mean, overall, the room is quite beautiful. That's my only element that kind of sets my teeth on edge, but I can also understand that perhaps the plaster was problematic.
I was able to locate actually this space.
Oh, what is it?
It's in Brooklyn. It's a brownstone.
Oh, how fabulous.
Really?
Obviously, as someone who travels. Yeah,
Yes.
it's lovely. Yeah.
For
It's
sure.
very, very.
No, it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. I am
What do you think's going on with this, with the fireplace texture? I mean, I like it. I just was wondering, what do you think what's
You
happening?
mean the
stone?
black area right here?
Yeah.
Oftentimes in brownstones, you're not allowed to use the fireplaces, anymore. And so what they do is they just kind of faux stone this out to make it look sort of like marble.
Oh,
And then
okay.
leave it. You're allowed to put like candles in it or something like that. So it's a non-functioning fireplace, I can probably assume.
okay. Okay, are you ready for another color?
Heck yes.
Okay, good.
Heck
Let's see
yes. Let's do
what
it.
you would do with that one.
Oh, okay. So what I see here.
Oh, can we throw it to everybody?
Really,
and see
guys?
Yeah, I was gonna say, guys in chat, let us know what you think of this space and how you would make it different. What do you like? What don't you like?
What would be the top one or two things you would change right away that you could throw in this chat?
Well, I can tell you what I would change right away. I would have unplugged this thing
wait. Well, aside
before
from
the photograph. Give me a break.
Looks
Come
like
on.
we've got change the sofa fabric. Colors in the sofa and chairs don't match. The rug is too long. Yeah, interesting. The door, Dana says, nice.
That door.
Maria says the sofa.
Yes.
Yep.
So I am going to beg to differ with you guys just a hair, Because here's what I'm thinking is that this structure, okay, you have molding up here at the ceiling line, significant molding. Okay, this structure and the door with the thing, and it's a classic 6-panel. This structure is not mid-century modern, but they tried to go there with their furnishings collection. Now, maybe they have that and they've moved into this space. And so they did the right thing, which was they tried to erase the architectural story that is different than what they're working with from a furnishings and decor standpoint. Okay, so you've got the very sort of MCM sideboard. This sofa is a little bit later, kind of got the 70s stripe on it. These are very MCM, right? So there's a lot here that says, you know, the lighting that refers to MCM. This is a little bit of a curiosity to me. Excuse me. And then, as Dana pointed out, the big fail here is this green door. Now, the only thing I can think of is that it's also on the outside, because this is clearly a front entryway, because you don't get side lights and a transom on a minor entryway. So this is probably the front door, plus this walks right into a fireplace room. Mm-hmm. So here we've got a situation where this is probably their front door. I don't know what color it is on the outside, and I don't know what color the exterior of the house is, but this is a fail. They could have at least placed this panel of a color, on that door. If they can't replace that door because they can't do an MCM door on the exterior, then painted out a color that is not this green, because this green is lives nowhere in the MCM family. You know, the MCM family is much more this range. So that's the big fail. That's the big fail there, in my opinion.
Can I put something in here?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't pick up the MCM thing because I don't know it like you do, but I will say that, you know, this reminds me of eclectic bohemian.
It does.
That's kind of where I think this goes. And maybe there's a little joy thrown in, but it's a nod to mid-century modern, but it feels a little bit all over the map. Mm-hmm. So it is actually. I mean, it's not a super successful situation. They did some good things, mind you. They did some good things. But I would never have shoehorned an MCM into this structure. Personally, I think that addressing your architecture in a way, but they have a collection of it possibly. So you don't look at it and you don't say to yourself, this was done by a designer. I don't think so. Do you?
Oh yeah, I actually do.
You think it feels intentional? It feels a little bit mishmashy.
Well, no. You have to remember, there are designers that are really grooving and rocking on the 70s reprise and MCM. So there's definitely designers out there that can deliver you that in a heartbeat. So this was probably designed.
Yeah. Well, you guys, if you are interested, we are now enrolling for the Inner Circle for next year. And you can do this yourself, and we can coach you through this easily. The team can. Mm-hmm. This is easy.
Absolutely.
And we have a lot of our we have a lot of graduates online with us. I see Renee, a bunch of people are on with us.
I know, right? And now, Sherry and Tamara.
Do you feel like, Lisa, doing the Ask Lisa Q&As? Do you have a few photos? I think Mira was one.
I do. No, I do. I actually have, if we have time for like a lightning round, because I'm looking at the clock. If we have a time for a lightning round, I want to get to someone who I know is in the club, and she is an OG, guys. She is an OG. All right. So this is oops, let me share screen. Okay. This is Mira. And Mira's
Now, Lisa,
home.
Lisa, I think Mira might want to come on. Let me just go ask her
Oh,
in
okay.
chat
Oh, nice.
whether she wants to come on. So Mira, if you want to come on, you need to raise your hand in the Zoom chat, because I won't bring you on otherwise, because I won't know that you're ready. I don't want to just turn your camera on and you're like, oh my God. Oh, she wants to
we got a
come on.
hand raised. She's ready.
Oh, there she is. So I'm going to bring her on so we can talk to her about her house. So
Awesome.
just give her a second to show up and she'll be here. Let me get us on gallery. There we are. Lisa, I get some.
Let's
Hi,
see.
Mira.
Oh, hey, Mira. There she is. How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Wonderful.
Good. We're good. So this is your house that we're going to talk about, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
So this is the before, and the top is the before, and then the after. And just so you know, we just put in a sub pump. I think that's what it is.
Pump. Yes, yes.
So that's why you see this little like coily thing that we are going to dig in the ground.
Yes, yes, yes. So you're in what part of Canada?
So I'm originally from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, but we've actually moved just towards London, Ontario, which is 2.5 hours west of Toronto.
Gotcha,
Ontario.
gotcha.
Yeah.
And that's where you met Lisa Dezignclub, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God, we had coffee together too. I love the Design Club.
Oh, that's so fun. That's so fun. Yes, it's true. You guys have made friends. We have like so many people that have made friends that they didn't know lived kind of near them from just being in the club, right? It's really fun because we're all design geeks here, right? So, but you don't know that you've got a design geek right down the street or, you know, in your province or something, you know? So it's a very fun aspect of the club. I adore it. So yes,
love it.
and you've been doing such a good job, piece by piece, space by space, putting your house together. And so now today we're talking about curb appeal, and probably a good idea to have a sump pump. I have lived in a number of places that have had it. So I will say this on the new ones, I love the new door. That's a lovely addition, which is great. I think taking this out, I know you said you were planning on doing that, taking this out a dark color until we can figure out what we're going to do with it detail wise. That would be really good. Oh, let me get to this picture. Okay. There's a good close up of that door. How beautiful. What a nice selection.
Lovely.
And so, yes, I'll tell you what catches my eye there's a couple of things that catch my eye. And I know this is a lightning round, but I love you, Mira. So I'm going to give you a little bit more, which is, yes, we definitely need lighting. I've got one for you, but this darling also needs to kind of ixnay go away. Yeah, okay.
That's right.
And while you're painting the railing, please paint this black for me. Okay. Because
we're getting a new mailbox.
Yay. All right.
Yeah,
good.
We're getting a new number.
Okay, good.
Oh,
it all depends on the light that you choose that I've actually sent your way.
Yes. Okay. Oh, good. All right. So then let me start getting to this, and I'm going to go. Okay. I'm going to show 3. Okay.
Lisa, can I also add something to that?
Yes.
Can you go back to that original picture that you just had there? I want to mention something. Yeah. The other problem with that light fixture is the way it's mounted. It's mounted so it's a little too close to
too high. Yes.
Overhang. And you really need, and I like what I'm seeing here because you need something that starts at that J box and drops down, doesn't go up like this one.
Yes.
That's
Mira has learned so much, right? Being a part of the design club.
I spend every day all day talking design. So yeah, I better learn something.
That's right. So she picked this one, Gluckstein Elements, and we've got CWI lighting.
Okay.
And we've got Home Decorators Collection, all top mounts, just like you mentioned, Dana.
Lisa, why don't we get everybody to vote on?
Let's get everybody to vote.
Yeah.
I know what I'm voting.
1, 2, or 3. Show them again, Lisa. Show them again.
Oh, okay, yes, okay. So here's number 1. All right, here's Gluckstein Elements. Okay.
All right. One. this
Number
one.
2, I want to make sure it gets onto YouTube. Okay. Number 2 is the rounded one, right? CWI lighting. Okay. And
Okay.
number 3 is home decorators collection. Okay. So wait,
Well,
is
we
it? Yeah.
got
Okay.
a
So
lot
there,
of
YouTube
vote-
just picked up. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay.
A
So
lot
tell me
of-
what I'm going to pick, guys. Did I pick 1, 2, or 3?
Oh my God, look at the votes coming in. I would say that 2 is not getting a lot, well, a little bit on YouTube, a little
A
love.
little bit of love on
A lot of
YouTube.
3s. Well, now what I'm actually asking, like, what do you guys like? Not what Lisa's gonna pick. What do you guys
Okay.
like?
I like,
Because we're crowd designing this one.
yeah.
I think 3,
Lots
3,
of
3,
1s and 3s for sure. Those are the 2 I
ones
like the
and
best too.
3s. 2 is, I think we're analyzing and looking through. Okay, 3, 3, 2, 1s. Oh, lots of 1s. God. So let's, Lisa, before you answer, I'd like to see what Maggie thinks, because Maggie is an expert at this stuff. Maggie, what
I
do you
am.
think?
Will you do me a favor, Lisa? Will you show me the door again and then show me number 1 again? Because I got
Absolutely.
3.
Okay.
thank you.
So here's the door. Okay.
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 And then show
Lovely,
me-
beautiful color. Nice job. Here's number
Okay.
1.
Okay. Okay. So I'm trying to decide honestly between 1 and 3. Largely because I was at first leaning towards number 3 because of its more slender profile, and there really isn't a lot of space in between the shutter and the door. But then I also liked how number 1 still calls out to the details of the glass in the door, but so does number 3. Number 3 is a little more contemporary leaning, in my opinion, than number 1. So really depending on your design style, which I'm assuming is less contemporary, you could shift to 1. I don't think you could go wrong with either though. So I'm curious what Lisa thinks. Please don't say you chose number 2.
Nobody asked
No,
my
you did
opinion.
not.
I just have to punch my
Yeah.
opinion in. So
Yeah.
Mira, are you leaning towards 1? One of them?
For me, it was 1 and 3, and then my significant other likes 2.
uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well,
You
he's
can
gonna
see that
get
it's all over the
outvoted,
map.
okay? But
Dana,
I know SOs are used to getting outvoted, I have to say.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. What I liked best was 3, and I'll tell you
Okay.
why. Yes, in isolation, it's a little more in isolation. Sorry, there is something happening with my light. I do not know what's going on. In isolation, it's a little bit more contemporary, right? Number 1 is a little busier, and it does line up these lights. But the real reality of it is your door is your focal point, not your light. Okay. So that's why I like 3.
Lisa, where's going on?
Where'd Lisa go?
I am smelling.
Oh.
I'm smelling fire. Hang on
Okay.
1 second, guys.
Okay, go ahead and
Hang
turn
on
off-
1 second.
turn off
Oh
your
my
camera
gosh.
just in
All right,
case.
let
But
me
yeah,
see what's
definitely
going on.
address that. So that's awesome, Mira. So yeah, definitely number 3, and that seemed to be one of the most popular options amongst those in chat as well. So you'll have to break the news to your significant other that you.
I will
that they
let
got-
him know.
Okay, you got outvoted there. But no, this one's great. I really like that. But I'm curious. So you mentioned that you're going to be getting a new mailbox. Have you chosen one yet?
No, I'm actually on Etsy, just checking them out. I don't want it to be I want it more updated than the one that you saw in that photograph.
Yeah.
And I want it to be a little bit wider, I guess. So, you know, when you get newspapers and stuff like that,
Yes.
like advertisement or a package, it's just a little bit
It fits in
wider.
there.
Yeah.
Let me
So-
see if Pottery Barn makes this really cool one. Oh, well, they actually make a lot of really cool ones, but I would
Okay.
absolutely check them out. It's not pulling up right away right now, but they would definitely have several options in the finish that you'd be looking for. And
Okay.
you also mentioned the numbers too. Were you looking on Etsy as well for the house numbers. Etsy
Yes.
is a fantastic resource for that. For those of you, if you guys are wanting to update your street numbers, a really cool place to go is Etsy. You're going to find quite a diverse range of fonts, I guess you would call it. So yeah, that's so awesome. What an exciting time. I love curb appeal. We have this amazing book in the Design Club library also that is all about curb appeal. So
yep. Oh, I've looked through it. I have it even printed out. So
yeah,
I
you
really
have
enjoy reading it.
Oh, so good. Then you maybe have seen those mailboxes then.
I did.
I
see
think
some of them,
oh, okay, very cool.
but
Yes.
I wanted to know more about font. Like, what would you say is more contemporary when it comes to font? That was going to be my next question.
Oh boy, that is a very good question. Let me show you. It's easier to show you than explain.
Okay.
You're going to find, I mean, I can start out by saying like, contemporary fonts are definitely going to be more on the slim side,
Mm-hmm.
and less flourished, meaning like it could have like a little curve at the end of it or whatever, kind of like, I don't know how else you'd say, like an apostrophe at the end. But let me show you. Actually, let me go to Etsy because I do remember I really liked these street numbers.
Sorry,
CB2 has some
guys.
cool ones too. Is everything okay, Lisa?
No, actually, I had one of my lights catch on fire.
Oh,
Holy smokes, literally.
You know
Wow.
it's live, guys.
Did you obviously took care of that, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
good.
yes.
Oh my
But I had to
gosh.
scramble around behind the camera and the computer and all the rest of it. So
I'm
I'm sorry,
glad you
I'm a
caught
little
that so
disheveled.
quickly.
So
Oh wow. Just too hot.
just too hot. That's it. Just
Yeah.
too hot. So
Well, I'm so glad that everything's okay. We were just, Mira and I were just talking about fonts for street numbers and what would make them
Oh.
contemporary or not. And she's actually looking at a really good resource, our Curb Appeal book, which talks about places to get the fonts. And one of those resources or vendors is Etsy.
yes,
Pottery Barn
yes,
also
absolutely.
has all that too, and as does
That's right.
too. But yeah, there's some great ones out there. Like, okay, let me show you. Can I let me show you my screen just so I can kind of walk you through some of these. Share screen. Is that the right thing right here? Okay, so here we are on Etsy. But aren't these like, I mean, there's so many options. I wouldn't go with that one necessarily, but I mean, this is a really clean one.
That's a
Mhm.
very simple one.
Yeah.
See,
Yes.
that's where I
yes.
would go. I would go with
Yep.
clean and simple.
Yeah.
And
And
slender.
not very heavy and
Yeah.
not too large,
Not
right?
like that. Yeah. Yeah, because there's
Um,
not a lot of space there
Yeah.
to go too
Yeah.
crazy with it, but that's not bad. But that one is actually in our book. This is one of my favorites, so I like that one.
Yeah. Mod Met.
I actually like that a lot. That's a
Yeah.
really-
It's a very good
And
one. Super
comes
simple.
in other
And you
types
can
of-
see they put it on brick, right? So
Mhm.
it goes on all kinds of textures. It's a
Yep.
really nice,
Yeah.
nice option.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
look into that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were just talking about like numbers being a bit more slender for.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Sorry.
because your numbers are kind of they're
Old
they're a different kind of font that has that wider bit in the middle and then the narrower on the end, and it kind of actually makes it hard to read too. So
Yeah.
and I would place it let me grab this. Oh no, wait. I would place it kind of, let's go there. I would place it literally like right here. Oops, annotate. Oops, right there. Because you're going to be having a downlight, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That runs down like this
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. And so actually it should be probably like right here, you know. And then will your mailbox stay here when you get a new one?
Probably it might be just a little bit higher. It might be.
Gotcha.
Or
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I want to spray paint that white black. I really, it's hurting my eyes.
Yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best. Now, one more thing I wanted to mention, because this whole
Yes.
subject was about, can you guys hear me? I actually have a fan running in
Oh,
here
yeah,
right now.
Lisa, we can hear you fine.
You can.
That
Okay. All right,
I
good.
think what you're using is not picking anything up. She's got a big giant fan blowing into her office right now.
Yeah, it's nuts. One of the things too that is super important about curb appeal, all right, is the idea of erasing the line where the house meets the foundation, right? So right there and right there. Now you've started to do it here with this and something else. So next spring, right? Or when you're ready to replant again, you're going to want to have, you know, several layers of greenery that happen down in this area to just kind of erase that line that happens there. And you could do something kind of like here that's a little bit more feature. Maybe it ties into one of these pieces, and then do something that's a little lower so you're not blocking light from a basement window, right? On that. But you always want to break that line up of the house meeting the dirt. Because it's none of us, it's like looking up skirts, right? Nobody wants to see that.
So Lisa, I've actually trimmed a lot of the hostas down.
Yes.
And so on the 4 windows area, there's hostas, there's other plants. I just had to trim them because now over here it's fall. And I want them to blossom a lot. Like I want them to blossom even better next year.
Yes. Oh, good. So you trimmed them hard is what you did.
I really did.
They're there, but you trimmed them hard. Good.
That's
okay,
right.
good.
And then on the home side, just so you guys know, on the home side, this is my idea for next year. It's a project. I want to extend our porch from the door to the where you see the car. I want to extend that porch. So I want to sit down and have a coffee.
So having a big piece like this.
That's
Ooh.
right.
And would you walk out of this window onto this porch?
Unfortunately, not. Yeah, we thought of that too, but on the other side, there's a couch, and it won't, it's not.
That can always be moved.
Pardon?
I said that can always be moved, the sofa.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
No, but she could create a like a porch or patio experience that almost like feels like a little bit like a wrap to give that part of the house a little bit more mass.
Yes.
And then you could walk up another pair of stairs that sits farther into the grass area and actually walk up, have a sitting area for like lounging during the day and watching kids on Halloween and stuff. And then you could go through the door. So I think that would work perfectly. I don't see any issues with that. I wanted to ask you a question, Mira. What do you think about your body color of the house? Because it reads a little blue to me. Is it blue?
No, I'm sorry, guys, but it's the lighting. It's actually like a dark gray, like it's blue with a blue door. But when you go to the bottom, it's like it's more like a dark gray black, like the shutters are black. And like I could see in the lighting, it looks like a dark gray.
Yeah, because my only advice there would be, that just painting that facade would probably be fairly easy, and I would maybe suggest that. But that was where I was going to go with it. Like,
or painting what?
That facade of the house, that front section where on the left there of the picture that I'm looking at, because you've got a white statement in all of your trim on your windows. And I was thinking that would be kind of a neutral with all the accented dark colors and the dark ceiling, dark roof. And so that was just kind of something that I thought of. I don't know how Lisa would feel about that, but that's my opinion. Or Megan. Megan, what do you think?
It did cross my mind for sure in terms of maybe changing up the palette on the exterior. But one thing at a time.
We're open to it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. One thing at a
something
time.
that can
That's
be done by
true.
yourself. Or with a helper, we're like, that's a one painter guy doing it, and it'd take him a day.
Yes,
Right.
right. That's actually true, Dana. And it wouldn't be, it would not be a big deal from that standpoint. Sorry, guys. It has literally been bananas here today.
Yes.
I've got dogs getting into a fight outside my window. I had to stop to do that. It's
Wow.
just, I don't know. So,
Been a
but this
day.
was not a very lightning round, I have to admit. So
No.
It wasn't a
That's a lot.
lightning round, but
I
it
was so
fun.
glad to see you. Come on, Mira.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you, team.
Yes,
Team
of
A.
course. Yay. We hope to have you on again, and definitely keep us updated for sure,
Will
like,
do.
with all the
I will.
progress.
Yes.
And let us know when
Yeah.
you buy those
Mira.
street numbers in the
And-
mailbox. We want to see.
I'm going to mention one other thing, which is from chat, which is that Squally, yes, I am going to send Lenora a solution that I'll email to her. So she's got people in the morning. So that's fine. So I will handle that.
Okay.
But yes, so I'm still sharing. What am I don't know. Was I sharing? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
sharing,
exactly. Yeah, we got it.
Oh my
Well,
god.
this has been quite the day.
Has been like
Quite the show,
nuts.
though.
So
Went through a lot. It was a hot show, let's say. Huh?
it was a hot show. Yes.
Yes, very fiery, very good.
Oh my
So
gosh.
guys, if you like the show, obviously what we try to do on Sundays is make it a light, fun, design-centric show that we can just all watch and hang out together. And we'll be doing the YouTube shows on Saturdays again. And then on Thursdays, if you're a member of the Design Club, you're not only going to have master classes, but you're also going to have Q&As, and we're going to cycle every other week. So 1 week's a Q&A. So if you want your questions answered, like that's all Lisa will do is just go online and answer questions. That will be on Thursdays in the Design Club. Guys, if you want to join the Design Club, it's super inexpensive and really worth the money. It's an amazing investment. And it's something that you have as a resource, and you have all of us as a resource. And we're just going to make it bigger and better. So anyway, that is, just go to the website, which is www. I have to say that anymore. The Design Club with a Z. So it's DEZIGN club.com. And if you scroll through that, at the end, you'll get a little code that says Love Lisa, and you can get in the club for a year. That's the best value. And it's really reasonable. So that's
yes. And you can be like Mira and just kind of work through your project step by step. We're around to help. It makes all the difference in the world, guys. The Design Club is literally like the new way to get your stuff done. It really is. Yeah.
We're also still doing our fundraiser now. We haven't been pushing the fundraiser, but the trees still need to be planted and they're still out there. So we do have that posted. We will be changing the fundraisers every so often, but this is like near and dear to our heart. And we've got over 1,100 and something. I don't know where it is at this point.
It was at
So
11:45 last I checked.
Oh,
yes.
really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And someone named Renee says, I'm a designer by trade, and I absolutely love this club and find it helpful. How about
Well,
that?
that's what it's
Lisa,
supposed
sorry,
to
Tom.
be. I
Yes.
actually was saying, we all know our friend Joy Booker, who is a friend of our show and a friend of ours, and she's lovely. And Joy said that, the Design Club is kind of like someone gives you, I think I said it to her, but she agreed with me. It's like we give you the keys to our old studio, and you can sneak around at night and just go into our cabinets and pull out our resources and read our books and read our material. And you can just have all of the resources of a design studio at your fingertips, anything that you could possibly want. And what we're doing is we're just making it easier and more effective and just better. So you guys have to do that.
Oh, every day it gets better. That's so true. That's so true. So, oh my gosh, I love it. Yeah.
Anyway,
All right,
so-
guys, we should wrap it up because I have to do an inner
You've
circle.
got inner circle. Yep.
Yes.
In a hot
And if
minute
they
here.
And if anybody wants to start joining for January, I'll tell you, I do have a deal going on that I'm only going to be keeping up for a little while. Inner Circle is the price of Inner Circle has gone up from the introductory price from last year. So that's true, but there is a significant discount if you join the Inner Circle for January in the month prior to the end of the year. and then it goes up to the regular price. And so I'm talking like it's a $500 discount. So that's a lot. So you guys want to, if you're interested in that, you want to email hello@lisaholt.com, hello@lisaholt.com, and myself, Maggie, or Lisa will see that, and we will get to you quickly about it. So there you go. That's what I have to say. All right. So are we good with anything else?
Oh, Design Fan is asking, can you please run through the new schedule? Still Zooms or just YouTube video? No, we're doing both. We're going to be doing both. Yes, there's no, so we're still doing these live sessions because we think you guys like them. We like doing them. And then we're also doing the YouTube videos again. We just weren't able to do them this summer because we had a lot of other things going on. But now we're adding them back in.
So let me clarify. So for those of you in the Design Club, you have a Thursday session, and that Thursday session will alternate between a masterclass and a Q&A, masterclass and a Q&A. So you'll have 2 masterclasses and 2 Q&As per month. We also have our design videos that we used to do and we got famous for, that Lisa does, and we're going to start launching those back in on Saturdays, and we're going to do as many as we can. They're probably not going to be every week, but you'll see, and we'll let you know when those are. And then we're still going to continue to do our little chit chat, fun little design show that we do on Sundays, which is a live show. And we'll continue to do that, and we'll continue to make that better as time goes on. So we have a lot of stuff going on. Plus,
yeah, hopefully things won't catch fire.
Next step. What was that?
I said, hopefully things won't catch fire next week.
Yeah, she literally had an electrical fire in her office today. So
oh my God.
Wow.
Are you okay?
Nuts. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's fine now. It's fine now. But that was a little bit like, well, something's happening.
Because I could see you going, I smell something, and going, what's going on? She's like, doesn't she know that we're like live on air?
What is going on? Is she cooking?
Yeah.
It reminded me a little bit of when that big light came down and almost hit Bill and Hillary Clinton back in the 90s. Remember?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I remember that. Oh my gosh.
Stuff happens. Lisa has probably 8 or 10 lights surrounding her. So you've got a lot of electricity running through that room.
Yes. It's true. So yes. Oh, and one other thing is that we may run these on Saturdays as well, right, Dana?
We were thinking of that. Well, we were thinking of that because one of our concerns, guys, and like Winter's been all over chat, so you can tell us what you think, Winter, but one of the concerns that we had was a lot of people are in church on Sundays, and maybe they don't have time or to see our lives. And we thought maybe if we changed the time on the lives to Saturdays earlier, it might be more advantageous for everybody. What do you guys think? Can you throw that in chat for a minute? Because it's not in stone yet. We're just kind of checking it out. Angela says, I'm in church usually. Yeah. They prefer, she prefers Saturday. Saturday is better for Squally. Or Julie says either
Saturday,
is good.
either good. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we're just doing a little quick poll. Anybody who wants to join in on this, let us know. We're getting a lot from Zoom. Everybody's chiming in on it. Either is okay for their day, but Sundays are usually slower. Okay, but yeah, it seems like I don't know what time Mass is over. I never went to church, so I don't know.
Well, and everybody's going to church at different times on different time zones and things. Yes. So there is that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, guys, we're trying to maneuver what we do so that it works for you guys. And so the more people that can join us and be involved in the live, the better. And I don't know if there's a way to like the video on YouTube, but please like it. And the more you can tell other people about it, the better we do with it. So.
Oh, Susie says like Saturdays because football's on Sunday.
Oh yeah, so Saturdays might be better. So our idea was
we'll
to
give it a whirl.
Around,
okay. Good, good,
somewhere
good.
around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, our time, which is not good for Squally, but sorry, Squally.
Yeah,
But,
sorry, sorry. Yeah, good. All right, guys.
All right, guys,
Right.
we love you. You want to say anything? Bye. I don't have any bye music. I should do a bye
Oh,
music.
we need an official
Oh,
outro
Dana.
video. But so
Come
far,
on.
this is what you guys are gonna get. This is the
That's
love
right.
from
That's
us.
right.
But we'll
Love
see you
you
soon.
guys.